podcasthero.com.
Welcome to the Daily Quote, the podcast designed to kickstart your day in a positive way. I'm your host, Andrew McGivern, and this episode is brought to you by the Great News Podcast, because great news should be heard, and the link to all the apps is right here in the show notes. Today's quote is widely attributed to David Icke. David Icke is an English author and public speaker who first gained public attention as a sports broadcaster, and then became known for his books and lectures. Over the years, he has become one of the world's most well-known conspiracy theorists, promoting a variety of controversial ideas that many people, including myself, do not accept or endorse. However, like many public figures, some of his observations on personal growth and human behavior can be considered separately from his fringe spiritual and societal beliefs. David Icke once said, "The greatest prison people live in is the fear of what other people think." I think there's a lot of truth in that statement. Many of the limitations we experience in life aren't imposed by circumstances, they're imposed by fear. Specifically, the fear of being judged, criticized, rejected, or embarrassed. That fear can show up in many forms. It can be low self-esteem, where we constantly compare ourselves to others and feel like we're not adding up, we're not good enough. It can become imposter syndrome, where we doubt our abilities and fear that others will discover that we're not as competent as they think we are. And it can become limiting beliefs like, I'm too old, or I'm not qualified, or I'm not talented enough, or even, people like me don't do things like that. When we allow the opinions of others to define our choices, we give away a tremendous amount of personal freedom. The reality is that no matter what you do, some people will approve, and some people won't. But most people are far too busy thinking about their own lives to spend much time judging yours. So don't worry about it. The people who achieve meaningful things aren't necessarily the most talented. Often, they're simply the ones who become less concerned with what others think and focus more on what they believe is important. So here's the question. What would you attempt if you stopped worrying about being judged? Remember, the walls of this prison are often built in your own mind, and that means you have the power to tear them down. That's going to do it for today. I'm Andrew McGivern signing off for now, but I'll be back tomorrow. Same pod time, same pod station, with another daily quote.